Hello everyone, welcome to the video. In today's video, we are going to solve problem 71A of Codeforces. At first, let's understand the problem. Let's take a word localization. Now, if we count the letters in the word localization, we will get 12 letters, which makes it a way too long word because the problem states that if any word is longer than 10 letters, the word will be considered as a way too long word. Similarly, internationalization is also a way too long word as it has 20 letters in it. Now, we need to shorten all the way too long words, but in what process should we do that? According to the question, we must retain the first and the last letter of the word as they are and replace all the words in between with the total number of those letters. That means we will have to shorten localization as L10N because the word has a total of 12 letters. So there are certainly 10 letters between the first and the last letter. Same as this, the word internationalization will be written as I18N. And if any word has fewer than or equal to 10 letters, then we don't need to shorten the word. That means we will simply print the word as it is. To solve this problem, we need to figure out how to shorten a way too long word. Now look at the word localization and its shortened form. The number of letters in localization, which we can say is the length of localization, is 12. And in the short form, we have the number 10 in between the first and the last letter, which is pretty obvious because we are counting the letters except the first and the last letter. And that gives us a number less by 2 than the length of the word. The same goes for the word internationalization. The length of the word is 20 and it has the number 18 in its short form. So we can say that we will have to print the first letter, then we need to print a number less by 2 from the length, and then the last letter to get the short form of a particular word. And again, we don't need to shorten a word that has only 10 or fewer letters. Now let's see the C++ solution for this code. So in this code, we need to run multiple test cases. So let's start by creating a variable t that will determine the number of test cases. Int t. Now we will take input to the variable t, cin t. Now we will create a loop that will run t times. For int I equals 0, I less than t, I plus plus. As we need to deal with words in this problem, so we will need string for that. Let's create a string. Now we will take input to the string, cin. Now we need to determine the length of the string. For that, we will create a variable len. And now let's determine the length with the inbuilt function. So str.length. Now we need to check if the length of the string is greater than 10 or less or equal to 10. If the length of the string is greater than 10, we need to print the first letter, then a number less by 2 than the length of the string, and then the last letter of the string. So if len greater than 10, cout. So first letter means the 0th index of the string. So we will print the 0th index of the string. Then we will print len minus 2. And last letter means the last index of the string, that is len minus 1th index of the string. So str len minus 1 and next line. And if the length of the string is less than or equal to 10, which is the else case, in that case we don't need to shorten the word and we will simply print the string as it is. Now let's run the code. We will run it for 2 test cases. Let's first take our word internationalization. And you can see the short form I18N as we have discussed earlier. And now we will take a word less than 10 letters. So let's take word. And the letter is printed as it is.